Is Kyrie Irving the best guard that LeBron James has ever played with?
I will say this: absolutely no, absolutely not. It's Dwyane Wade.
Gotta give it to him, right?
Right? Like, I mean, it's simple. Before LeBron went to Miami, took his talents there. You got to look at what he was doing, still in the East, but in Cleveland. So in 2003 is when he got to the league. They were 35-47. They were 9th in the Eastern Conference. The following year, they were 9th. And then after that, much better, 4th, then 2nd, then 4th, then 1st, then 1st. Couldn't get it done. Then he said, you know what? The hell with this. I'm going to go to Miami. They go there, you know, and that's the not 1, not 2, 1, 2, 3, not 4. Damn, they said 6, 7. They was tripping. It was tripping.
Yeah, Corey.
But guess what? They
Yeah,
came out there year 1. They couldn't get it done. LeBron came out, tried to, embrace this whole villain role. It wasn't him. He was a shell of himself, right? Was that the year that Dallas got it done and not them?
Yep.
Okay.
They lost to Dallas.
But then the following year they get it done and they go back to back, Ashley. So they go back to back. It was D Wade that got LeBron over the hump. It was D Wade that was the one that said, this is how you get it done and be a champion. D Wade got this done with an old Shaq. If we gonna be honest, Slash. Right? I ain't taking nothing away from LeBron. But sometimes, man, when you walk in the locker room and you see a dude like that, and the way he move and the way he respond to certain criticism, the way he respond to certain adversity, that's all you need to see to take your career to a whole nother level. And so, yes, from a skill set standpoint, it's no debate. LeBron even said that recently, maybe this week. From a skill set standpoint, Kyrie Irving is the best person we've ever seen with the ball in his hand, and he's not talking about his place in the all-time rankings list.
Yeah.
But when we talk about best guard, D Wade, did we forget who D Wade is?
They might have.
For real, I think they might have.
We forgot, and not only that, like if you do want to compare places in history, D Wade is farther on that list than Kyrie Irving.
Correct.
And I think when it's all said and done, he's still going to be in a better position. And I like Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Some would say D Wade taught LeBron how to win.
Well, you know, me and BC in the booth was having a
can't say
conversation
that.
before this show. I feel Dwyane Wade is a top 3 shooting guard of all time. And is that a realistic statement, Ashley? What you think? You think
Well,
Dwyane
my
Wade
answer is
biased?
Kyrie. So,
Well, yeah. So I guess that's
if we're talking about the best teammate LeBron has ever had, the answer is D Wade. But we're talking about the best guard LeBron has ever played with, the answer is Kyrie. He has better ball handling. He has a better skill set than D Wade. He's a better shooter than D Wade. I mean, he doesn't win in Cleveland without Kyrie.
Is he more clutch than D Wade?
Because
that's D Wade's argument.
No.
You know? Like
Kyrie's
D
pretty
Wade
damn
makes the play
clutch.
when you need to make the play.
Kyrie's pretty damn clutch. I mean, he can turn it on in the fourth quarter like a Super Saiyan. We've seen him do some incredible. He disappears for an entire game and then pops up out of nowhere. I mean, he's pretty damn clutch.
He's definitely a
I think also when you think about that Cleveland Cavalier team where Kyrie went off and ultimately helped them win that championship, you have to think about in terms of those teams how empty that Cavs team was compared to how stacked the Miami Heat were. Not to take away from D Wade, not to take away from LeBron James, but that was a drastically better team than when Kyrie and LeBron won in Cleveland together. And Kyrie is a big part of the reason that LeBron even has that ring. So if we're talking teammate, I will 100% it's D Wade. But if I'm talking the best guard he's ever played with, of all the things that I have to say that I think Kyrie does better than D Wade, and some may be a lot, some may be by a little, and also thinking back to that game, that series, I have to give it to Kyrie Irving.
So let's take all the
strictly position-wise, position-wise and teammate-wise, two different things. Position-wise, it's Kyrie Irving.
So let's take the dramatics out of all of this, right? You're Mike Dolan. That's his name, the owner of the Knicks?
James Dolan.
James Dolan. Thank you for helping me.
Mm-hmm.
James Dolan, the guy that needs to sell the Knicks. Okay. You got D-Wade or Kyrie Irving to choose from to build your franchise around. Who are you taking Ashley Nicole Moss?
You talking about D-Wade in his prime?
Yeah, both in the prime.
Well, when you talk about building a franchise around a player, it's not just what they do on the court; it's what they do off the court.
Well, that's why I said take the dramatics off.
Oh, take the dramatics out?
That's why I said take the dramatics out.
Kyrie Irving.
Wow.
But if Kyrie Irving was D-Wade in terms of work ethic, in terms of availability,
well, his work
in terms of
always been there.
I'm just adding the things in terms of dependability. If he had all of that D-Wade has, but he had Kyrie's skill set, I'm taking Kyrie. But Kyrie is who Kyrie is, and D-Wade is who D-Wade is. But can you imagine D-Wade's, who D-Wade is as a teammate?
Professionalism.
His professionalism with Kyrie's skill set, that's like the perfect player.
Demeanor.
Kyrie has the best ball handling skills that we have ever seen.
Yeah.
He has his bag is so deep. His basketball IQ is so deep. If you watch him play, he takes implements of different eras of basketball, from street ball to the 80s to the 90s, so modern basketball, and it all exists in his bag, and he can pull it out at any given time. Best one-on-one player I have ever seen play the game. If you take all of that and you put it in the professionalism of D-Wade, that's like the second coming of Jesus Shuttlesworth.
I just want everybody to do this. We can continue this, but we can regroup on this tomorrow.
Yeah,
I want to give everybody some homework.
And real quick, you cannot bring up D-Wade in 06. We're talking about because we're talking about LeBron and D-Wade, and we're talking about LeBron and Kyrie. LeBron didn't play with 06 D-Wade. So bringing that up is irrelevant. What he did with Shaq does not have any bearing on his relationship.
He believes Kyrie Irving was the best
that
guard
LeBron James has ever played with. He didn't play with him in 06. You can't bring up what Wade did in 06 with Shaq to make your argument with LeBron. They didn't play together then. We're talking about LeBron and D-Wade in their era. Kyrie and LeBron in their era. Bringing up 06 is not fair. LeBron wasn't there.
D-Wade, that's what makes D-Wade so special.
But you can't.
You know what D-Wade said? Because you know why it didn't work the first? I went back and read this 2012 article from Bleacher Report last night to prepare for this segment. And what they said in this article, and I don't know how much of it is true. It's just an article. There's nothing else out there to, check it. But you're like, the first year you had these two alphas come together. D-Wade ran the show in Miami. LeBron did his thing in Cleveland, and he was LeBron. Then they come together in the first year. Who's going to take the last shot, right? Who's the man? Who's this? Who's that? Mm-hmm. The second year, D-Wade was banged up at times, but D-Wade was the one that said, you know what? I'm going to take a back seat.
Because he's a great teammate, though. And the team was
stacked. So even when we're talking about, but remember all the big plays and the big moments.
Right, but you're also ignoring the fact that he was able to do that. Why? You had Bosh, you had Chalmers, you had Ray Allen at that point. He could take a backseat and LeBron become the leader because it wasn't reliant on solely him to win that. If we talk about the Cleveland experience, if Kyrie doesn't show up, LeBron does not win. If Kyrie doesn't show up in that series, LeBron does not win. So I'm not negating 06.
Same thing for D-Wade, right? If D-Wade's not on that team, LeBron doesn't win.
Yes, but it's different because if you take away, if you cut D-Wade's role in half, and Corey can speak to this because he knows how stacked that team was. If you take away and you cut D-Wade's role in half for that Miami team, I believe they still win. Even if you cut it in half.
You tripping.
What
about depth? Oh, now you don't care about depth.
I said if you.
Now she don't care about depth.
I said that they could do it because they had a deep team. That's literally the first thing that came out of my mouth. That he could take a back seat because you had Bosh. You had Ray Allen.
I hear what you're saying.
And then let's not talk about the supporting cast that Miami Heat had.
Mike Miller.
That was an incredible team. Like, that was a deep team. That was one of the best championship teams ever. Like, that was
Not ever.
I would say it was one of the best championship teams ever.
Good team.
When I was in the building when Ray Allen hit that Game 6 winner from the corner. Like that was one of the best championship teams I've ever seen.
It was
performance
good.
like in general, but he could take a back seat because the team was structured that way. Kyrie couldn't do that in Cleveland, and I'm not saying that 06 Wade wasn't phenomenal.
J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, Kevin Love.
Are you being for real?
I am being
I don't
for
know.
real.
I'm looking up. I think they
being
were
for
just
real?
top heavy. Because, like, LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and D. Wade got all the points. The rest of the team averaged under 10 points.
Oh, well, I mean, they
Yeah,
play their
but
role.
they played their role though. But they were supposed to.
Yeah,
average
but I'm
that.
saying in Cleveland, they at least had 5 players averaging double
Okay,
digits.
first of all, J.R. Smith, love J.R. Smith.
He balled.
But J.R. Smith is a streak shooter, which means when he's hot, he's hot. When he's not,
Yeah.
you don't feel him. How many points did Iman Shumpert average?
He was defense.
probably like
He's a
an
defense.
That's my point.
5.8.
I'm talking
5.8.
strictly offensively. Kyrie cannot take a back seat in
Kevin
that
Love.
series and they win it.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about
I
defensively.
agree.
I'm not
I agree.
talking
No,
schemes.
I'm not
Some
even.
good
I'm not
points.
debating that with you. You're right. Kyrie was
That
Kyrie.
performance
He was
in
that
game,
boy.
what was it, game
Insane.
5, game 6?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was insane.
I agree. It was
game 6, yeah.
I agree.
Kyrie caught fire in that series, in that game. It was unbelievable. It was
insane.
insane.
The game where
But are
LeBron
you
and
saying,
Kyrie
like,
both scored 40.
Kyrie
Yes.
as an individual
I'm
is
saying
the best shooting guard he ever played with? Because we could also say that the best shooting guard is the person who helped him win the most.
I'm
In this
not
case, which would
talking.
be
No,
D-Wade.
I'm not talking about. For me, best player he's ever played with and best guard position wise he's ever played with are two different things.
Okay.
If we talk player, my answer is D Wade. If we're talking guard, it's Kyrie Irving. And I just look at and I'm a firm believer if Kyrie didn't leave, they could have won another one together.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
We'll never know if they could have had the same success as D Wade and LeBron did because he left.
They would have had more success.
I believe they could have won another one, maybe 2 more together if he doesn't
For
leave.
sure.
Yeah.
So I can't use that as my gauge of who won more with who because situations are situations.
You can't. To prop up this man here, oh my goodness, he's so great. You can't just look down on Flash.
I'm not
Ashley.
looking. D Wade's one of my favorite players of all time. I'm not looking down on him, but if I compare,
Why is he even on our board?
if I compare the skill set of a D Wade and a Kyrie on certain things, that like okay, better ball handling, you give it to D Wade or Kyrie?
Kyrie all day.
Better bag, Kyrie or D Wade?
Kyrie.
Okay, better basketball IQ, Kyrie, and it doesn't have to be by much. Kyrie or D Wade?
D Wade.
IQ.
Oh, don't tell me all this. Oh yeah.
D-Wade.
He
Court
knows
vision
this
and all that.
Oh,
You wouldn't put
Wade.
No, I'm going with D Wade over.
D
And IQ
Wade.
too.
better
Corey,
shooter.
like,
No, IQ.
Kyrie.
Come on, Dwayne Wade.
I just gave you.
Yeah, he is.
Better winner. Better defender.
Better winner.
Better
is not
winner.
a
Better
skill set.
defender. Yeah, it is.
He taught him how to win.
First of
That's what I
all,
was saying.
Kyrie's a
Yeah.
phenomenal defender. He's one of the best one-on-one players in the league, if not the best. What do you mean?
Kyrie is a liability on. He was a liability
Kyrie?
on defense. Yes,
On
what are you talking about
defense.
one-on-one?
We're talking one-on-one. Kyrie Irving one-on-one against another. Are you serious?
We're talking about 5-on-5 basketball.
But 5-on-5,
We're
you
talking
have
about
to
you go out
guard
there-
one-on-one.
Correct. And you're saying that Kyrie Irving is
don't say
considered lockdown?
I don't
I'm not
think
saying
he's been known as a defender.
I'm not saying he's considered lockdown, but he's not.
Ashley.
Are you calling him a weak defender?
No, I'm not saying that he's a weak defender, but D Wade is the better defender.
Okay, but here.
Kyrie,
Okay, I'll give you
this
better
is-
defender. I'll give you better defender. I'm not going to give you better winner because I don't even know what that means.
Can't
What does that
believe
even
you try to
mean?
even go out. What does it mean?
What is a better winner? What does that mean?
D Wade wins more. He's more clutch than a Kyrie.
D Wade also 3-time defensive, all defensive.
D Wade
I
is a better defender. I will 100% give you. I can't better winner. I don't even know what that means.
What
Because
other
he's won more.
attributes can we throw out there to debate?
No, I'm curious. What does a better winner mean?
Better relationship, I would
We're
definitely
not
say.
talking. We're talking strictly. We're talking.
No, I get what you're saying, but
Skill set.
doesn't
What
that
is
go
better
onto the court
relationship?
though? You don't think that goes onto the court?
No, but because I started this argument off by saying if we were talking better player, better teammate, the answer is D Wade. If we're talking strictly better guard, and we have to list all of the attributes of a guard, and I had asked you which one was better at it, Kyrie comes out on top in more categories than D Wade does. For me, as a guard, Kyrie is a better guard than D Wade. He's not a better all-around player as D Wade, but strictly guard, better ball handler, better shooter. Basketball IQ, you can argue that. defender, D Wade gets that. Better winner is not even a category. I don't
It
even know
can
why
be.
I'm putting that in
D
there.
Wade's a better passer though.
Yeah. I mean, he like we said.
Kyrie's
might
a
be-
pretty
that
good
might be-
facilitator.
that might be
steals,
even.
Kyrie's
blocks.
a really good facilitator,
That might be
bro.
even.
I don't know if I can
D-Wade-
give you
D-Wade
that.
D-Wade got a better field goal percentage.
I'd say Dwyane Wade. Dwyane Wade's probably a better facilitator though.
Kyrie's a pretty good facilitator,
not to say
but he
that
doesn't
Kyrie's
usually
not
do
a
it though.
good- yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
his thing.
He's
He
just-
doesn't.
it's
He
just
doesn't
not in
really
his
do it.
game,
He
really.
shoots too much to be a true facilitator.
No, honestly, this was tougher than I thought. Really, to
This is actually a really good debate, honestly.
Yeah, this is tougher than I
Hey,
thought.
that boy Wu said
Truth
relationship.
Bearer in the comments says Kyrie was
Well-
not that good on the Cavs. That I have revisionist history. I don't know what Cavs team he was referring to, but Kyrie on the Cavs
No, that was
was
like-
a maniac.
That might have been
Agreed.
Kyrie right
What
there.
I was
That
getting
was
at with
peak
relationship
Kyrie.
He
was
said
like I
better
always think about that
relationship.
photo, right, where D Wade is like that and LeBron's dunking in the back.
Uh-huh.
You ain't got nothing like that with Kyrie. They arguing and clashing the whole time.
The better teammate, but if
Better
I'm talking,
relationships
if
is
I'm
a thing.
talking
But
clutch,
that falls
I
into
would,
the
I might
court.
say Kyrie's more clutch than D
We
Wade.
creating
Actually
bounce
put
passes
better
in
relationship
practice.
in there.
That
That's
is
an
not.
attribute.
That is not what makes a better guard. That's what makes a better player, a better teammate. But the argument,
Wu got a point,
the
though.
question is that who was the best guard that LeBron James has ever played with, and strictly on the attributes of a guard.
Iman Shumpert, all right, it's over.
It's for me, it's Kyrie Irving.
All right, well, look, I wanted to give us some time to talk about this. Though,
I can't
so-
believe he said that Kyrie was not that good on the
I
Cavs.
know,
Who, the guy-
that
The
was
guy in the
crazy.
chat, like
was-
that was
that-
peak
that was peak
Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Yeah,
That was
you
literally
tripping
what
there.
That's
we-
crazy.
Yeah, we knew Kyrie was going to be one of the GOATs. So